Hey guys, what's up? It's Limitless here. Welcome to 2021, and we're gonna go ahead and play the forest here. I'm gonna actually go ahead and get right into this, and there's not gonna be, really any spoilers other than just what you can and, probably shouldn't do on the first day, but I'm gonna try to show you kind of the safe-ish mode to do this. So we're gonna go hard survival right off the bat. I'm gonna skip the cutscene, that way, you guys can check that out in your own time. I'm also not gonna be picking up the collectibles. We're just going to go ahead and show you everything that you can do on the first day for this ultimate turf and surf survival guide that I've created. I've tried it a few times. Now, there are variable spawns when you start. So the first thing is necessary is just to figure out where you are. Once you do that, you're good. If you're fast enough, you can do everything that you need to do on the first day. Typically, I like to do my initial survival build, and then day 2 we start hunting. But this is just to kind of show you guys what's going on here. Immediately, go ahead and look to your right, eat the food, grab the soda, grab those sodas, grab the meds, soda, grab that. I'm not taking that because it's a collectible. We're almost done. We want to go ahead and eat that in the back. Okay, we want to take that med, take this. Now your health is already recovering, but you're on hard survival, so it's going to be extra slow. Sometimes you'll find extra meds, whatever. A case if you're lucky, that's fantastic. There's a watch in there, that is super rare. Okay, that's wonderful. Anyway, go ahead and grab some extra stuff, but don't spend too long here. There's some coins, okay, sure. Let's see, I think this is the opposite direction. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, this is alright. This is alright. I just want to make our way down one of the sides here. No, wait, actually, I think if you start on this side, you need to go back this way. I could be wrong. But there's one specific place that we're trying to get to that will make our lives just glorious. Okay. Now, we have a bunch of meds, so what we want to do is go ahead and assign those to one of the whatevers, you got 2 buttons, your left and your down. Okay, this isn't too bad, but that means we need to go in this direction to get home. Now, honestly, I haven't spawned at this one before, which is kind of why it threw me off a bit. Because there's like 5 or 7 starting, something like that. Either way, we're doing fine. We've got our health almost maxed out. We've got great energy because we ate that stuff there. We just want to get some energy up and make our way over. I'm going to show you guys a specific landmark, not first, but I will get to it. A specific landmark that I found that works wonderfully for getting you to 2 cave entrances and the arrow camp. That's going to be really important. Starting out, you can carry 30 arrows. So, now we just kind of want to stay away from cannibals and all that fun stuff. But we're going to come up on a tent here, and there's going to be a pot, and there's also going to be a tape. There's that, there's the pot, good. Right now we're currently home. So what we can do, start out, you can eat some blueberries and top yourself off right there, no problem. Now this pool here, this is where you can get some fish. This is the landmark that I was talking about, and the way you run matters. So right now we want to take it right here and follow between that and this plant. And you can see right up in front of us, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Now, we got ourselves a skull. Oh, that's not one of them, sorry. Anyway, get some sticks, that was a booze. You can get cloth out of these. We need skulls, we need that booze. And this is a bunch more sticks. Now, you want to come right in here immediately, and don't be afraid. I will show you, it's not a big problem. Throw up your lighter, And where we need to get right now is to 9 cloth. We have 8. So, quick, easy way to do this. Just leave. Like so. And go right back in. Okay, so from here, what we want to do is hit this again, get even more cloth out of it. Now we'll come here, hit those together. We have 10 cloth, so we can do this now. And then we need to go ahead and, well, I can show you guys that later. Let's see here. What does it take, though, to do this? It's just that, right? Yeah. That is basically the highest block weapon in the game, but it also does quite a hefty amount of damage. Here's another one of these. Oh look, more cloth. Yay. Okay, good stuff. There's another one. Basically nothing on that. That's fine. Put our lighter away. Now what we're going to do, we're going to follow up towards that tree there. We're going to get ourselves some marigold and some chicory. And also, over there by that pool, there's also mushrooms. They're chanterelle mushrooms. They are edible. So it's totally okay if you eat those. Just don't go too deep in the forest, because you could find jack mushrooms, and those aren't edible. So they won't hurt you too much, but they will hurt. Okay, you got chicory, that's 2. You can carry 10. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And, you know, really, it doesn't really matter how much the chicory you pick up. I just like getting it all. But it does matter how much marigold you get. It's those right there. Okay, what do you know? We've got more cloth. We need 5 marigold, at least. And I will show you why. Because meds, you can't create them. You can only pick them up. And later in the series or something like that, I could show you a bit more as to, you know, say something along the lines of where to get more of them and all that, because I do know a spot that they respawn infinitely in, and that does apply to all difficulties. But first things first, while we're out here, we want to go ahead and search along this little beach right here, and there we go, we get an extra soda. Come right here, extra soda, easy money. And another perk of coming this way as we're going is that we can check and see if we have any cases, and if we do, sometimes there's extra goodies in there, like these. Right there, snack and meds. I mean snack and cloth, sorry. Okay, snack and cloth, easy. Sometimes you can get meds out of them, watch, batteries, whatever. Tape, all kinds of good stuff. And another thing that we're kind of paying attention for is that sometimes you'll get lucky and a turtle will just be on its way out really easily. That's something that we definitely want. So you have snack and cloth, nice. Here's another one. That's snack and cloth. Alright, there are collectibles right over there at that grave, but I'm not going to get them. Now what we want to do here, check this out right here. Okay, we're still full on sticks, good. How much chicory do we have? 9? Okay, go ahead and eat one. Okay, 2. Try to stay full here. Now you want to come right here. There's a coneflower. There's a coneflower. We just need 5. Okay, there's some blueberries. That's always good. Okay, that's 3, 4, and that's 5. After you find at least 5 coneflower like that, and those are locations that don't change. I just aloe vera that I got in the tree. You can find more aloe vera as you look around, like that right there. So that's 2. That's 3. And looking through here really hard, I have found 14 aloe vera ones without resetting. So it's totally possible to find all you can carry. Okay. Thought I heard a sound. Anyway. I believe that's 4 aloe vera right now. Sure, why not? Let's eat another berry. 4 is a good enough start. Grab those 4, grab those marigold, grab the coneflower, and we are crafting right now. They're the big health restores, so now you're going to put that on the same slot that you put your meds on before. Because they restore exactly the same. But there's an added benefit that these plants regrow, and meds don't regrow generally. So now go ahead and we want to cut down 2 trees, aiming them towards the water. And the good news is, after you're foraging, unless you are actually running while foraging, you should have quite a bit of stamina. Make sure your rocks and sticks are full as we're going through. Okay, we want to take 2 of them with us from the back, because we want to go ahead and first things first, go down to boats and build ourselves a small raft. This is actually really, really important. So, got sticks for that. Go ahead and put all that on. Wait, what? I put something on my action slot there. Whatever. Go ahead and equip that there, that way we can run around with this out. The reason why, it's not only a high damage weapon, but it's our block weapon. And it is actually a lot cheaper to make than the crafted axe, because that takes a rope, and we currently don't have that. So now what we want to do is, see the boat there, we want to swim out to it. Reason being, there's not only more resources, but there's also 3 rope on the boat. That's going to make this really, really easy. This way we have ourselves health restores. Go ahead and burn your stamina in the water just to try to go any faster, because there are sharks in this water. Okay, we're going to jump up here. Rope 1, 2, and 3. It gives us all that. Come down here. There's coins in the back. You need those to make explosives. There's soda, 2 tanks, 3 snacks. I accidentally grabbed that consumable. Okay, now we make our way back. Now the reason why we needed that rope specifically the way it was, and I'll show you here, for when we get back. Now it's fairly safe out here, even though this is shark water, because we're not staying in very long. And it's actually pretty shallow most of the way where we're going. Alright, so there's our 3 rope. Go ahead and grab some of your cloth here, make another rope. In fact, you can make 2, it doesn't matter if you have that much. Okay, so there's that. Go away with the picture, come on. Or maybe I can make him. Yeah, okay. Good. Okay. Back to this. I want to come out here and say water collector right there, and then we're going to come back out to fire, and we're going to grab ourselves a fire pit. Then we come over here to food and water again and grab the drying rack, and it goes like that, and then you place 1 more right here, just like that. Now we'll take a, what is it? I think it's that, and this, yeah. It makes ourselves a bow. Okay, actually, while we're here, we should go ahead and use up all the sticks and everything that we have, because you can always get more as you're doing this. So now we want to go back to that landmark that we had. Go ahead and eat a couple chicory to get your energy back up, because chicory grows super abundant in this area. It's just ridiculous how abundant it is. I've got ourselves the crafted axe. I'm going to show you where to get modern arrows. And the reason for that is, not only starting out in your first day do you not have the resources to make some, but modern arrows, you can't make them. You can only make the crafted arrows and the bone arrows. And modern arrows are actually the highest damage type of all arrows. So, we're going to be good after this. Grabbing some sticks on the way. The taller ones obviously yield more, and as you see right there, you can combo your hits. Our energy restores really badly here, so I'm going to show you something really interesting. What you want to do, you actually want to run through this at about the middle like that. And then we'll be able to see the arrow camp from here. Just keep on going through. The idea is to make it there before it gets dark. Actually, I'm starting to wonder too if that camp doesn't move around, because I shouldn't have had to go this far. So we'll go ahead and grab some more chicory. Take a little look here real quick. Oh, no, I think that's the camp over there. Yeah. Don't eat that. That one's poisonous. This is our arrow camp. You can find another tape right here. There's arrows, money, bunch of money. But you can find flares here too, which is nice. I believe you can find like 9 flares if you open all these kinds of boxes. Or maybe it's just 6 and like a ton of arrows, but either way it's at least 6. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, it can be hard to find the other boxes. Doesn't matter. Now we just want to get back. We got chicory. That's aloe vera. Now guys, being colorblind, this game is kind of hell to collect the herbs. It really is. But also a nice thing about this is that with the stuff that you started, you have an easy way to get back to it now, because it'll show you the direction if you get lost. Okay, we can go ahead and eat a chicory. Like I said, it grows super wild here. If you come to this, sometimes there's extra cases around, sometimes not, like that right there. Case that had cash and cloth in it, you know, just showing you how it is. And also, because it's your first night, they won't let you sleep as soon as it gets dark, for whatever reason. They just decided that's not the way it's going. And also, don't just eat off berry plants, as you see me running past them for good reason, because most of them are poisonous. Gotta make sure we're not really being followed here. What was that? Oh yeah, that's aloe vera. That's actually how I build things in this game. You know, I mean how I get the herbs to craft things in this game. Most of the time I have to see the prompt because I don't see the green on green. Or I don't see, you know, the marigold in the green because it's like red on green then. It's not a good deal. Now, part of why we built out here, right here, is because sometimes turtles like to pop up really easily. Okay, so stop that. Yeah, those are blueberries. I can see that much. That's totally fine. Now we didn't get a turtle, that's kind of RNG, you know, it's just kind of how it goes. You roll with it. I wasn't trying to steer the boat yet. Well, let's see, no turtle, not really a problem. But what we will do though is just go ahead and move this raft over. And I'll show you something else too, you know. Say that, you know, maybe you had your bow out or whatever, and actually let's go ahead and set this to our down like that. And maybe you went ahead and cooked it on the fire or whatever. Well, you know, getting up this way is actually going to hurt you now. But that's the nice thing about it being such a small thing. You can literally just spin it and then back up to the boat. And there you go. Easy. Can we sleep yet? Nope, not yet. Either way, guys, that is our day one completed. We still have extra cloth to make a rope or whatever we want, but we made the crafted bow. We got a full stock of modern arrows. We made ourselves a crafted club. We made ourselves a boat here. And it has 2 meat racks on it, a permanent fire, and it's got a water collector that just needs a turtle shell. And we'll go ahead and see if we can wait this out a little bit. Now, you don't have to sleep if you don't want to, but I like to because it's easier to work in the light, especially when you're colorblind. In this game, I don't think it actually offers anything in the way of colorblind correction, anything like that. But either way, it's okay. If I can do it, you can too. Alright, sleep as soon as possible, that way you get as much daylight as possible. Sometimes that fire will still be active, sometimes it won't. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you that there is a secondary way to do this too. In fact, I think I'll take it over here. Just doing it like this, they can bring you right to where you want to be. And if you screw up and go too far, don't worry about it unless you have meat. Because if you're too far on land, they can steal the meat off your meat racks, but otherwise this keeps them completely safe, and then you can run like this and jump off, and it gets you over on the land. Now, as far as all this, it's not the right time of day to see turtles, so it's going to be way too hard to see them in the water. Maybe even impossible. Not a big deal. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do, I'm really just trying to wait out and see if I can get a turtle for you guys, just to let you see it. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and grab some chanterelle mushrooms. There's a fair amount of them, as you can see. Some of them are further out. I think that's one of them. Yeah. There's another. You know, like that. We basically filled up our stomach. Go ahead and take that pot that we got earlier. And somewhere there will be a fill on this thing. You can also catch fish right here. So that's totally cool. There it is. That's the fill. This game's kind of quirky sometimes. Now just pull out your bow, and that will save the water in your pot, which you can then cook on your fire. But this game does straight glitch out. I'm just going to let you know that now. So what happens is, if you try to cook it on a fire that's not directly on the ground, it will freak out, and it will drop it through whatever structure it's on. Okay, good. It's getting to be a better time of day. This is good. So you can kind of go along here until you can, you know, maybe see a turtle, or you could wait it out and kill birds while you're waiting or something. They do tend to wait. Sometimes they just come by and chill or whatever, sometimes not, you know. It's really quite RNG with the wildlife. So we're just kind of chilling right now. If I don't find a turtle, it's not a big deal. It just means, you know, other modes of water. You could eat berries, they fill up your water really fast. What is going on in the house right now? It's actually getting weird. Alright, now something too is that sometimes people get lucky and they can pop in the water and they can actually see the turtles and stuff like that. So sometimes you can see where they're coming in and all that. But, you know, say it's late at night for you or whatever in the game. Well, this is one of the two reasons why we crafted this. This stick right here, you can light it. It'll last a little while. But what's also really nice about it is that not only will it dry you up if you're, you know, cold, freezing to death, whatever, but you can also set cannibals on fire, and you can set cannibal corpses on fire and start getting yourself some excuse me, yeah, that was a turtle over there, but he's so far out. Anyway, you can start getting yourself some bone armor if you kill cannibals with your bow and set the corpses on fire. You can see, yeah, there are turtles out, but getting them to come in, I mean, that's completely random, so they do eventually. Either way, not a huge deal. Now, the reason why we're waiting is because you can't just go in the water and pick up the turtles. The game doesn't like that. If you can't bend down and actually cut them open like that, then it'll make you swim instead of actually taking the turtles. And he looked like he was headed this way. So I'll go ahead and check that out. That's the starfish, it kind of got me. Hello, turtle? No turtle? Whatever. Not a big deal. We've crafted everything that we needed to craft. The turtles are just kind of going to happen eventually. And, you know, say maybe you're not having any luck at all here. Oh, there we go. It's turtle time. Go ahead and take this out because it's actually kind of harder to kill it with the modern, with the, what is that? The bone club that we made than it is with this. So here we go. This is what we wanted. Go ahead and pick up that shell. And then we'll make our way back. You can only carry one turtle shell, but you can carry 4 large pieces of meat that you get from turtles and or large game. You can carry 3 rabbits. You can carry, what is it? Actually, you can carry 3 little pieces of meat that you get from like birds. And that fire is just going like a champion, so we're going to go up on the back. And the meat should be fresh. It may not be like that. It's edible. Big deal. Okay, there's that. You got everything super done. That's wonderful. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you guys the camping area. I'm not saving this because I'm not gonna play this file again. I just wanted to make this a clear and proper demonstration. But yeah, so as far as getting meat on the rack, getting this done, getting the fire, you know, getting both racks up, getting your crafted bow, some meds, your crafted meds, your upgraded stick, your weak spear. I mean, depending on how cannibals attack you, when and whatnot, how you handle it, all that, you could actually have bone armor on the first day as well. So yeah, basically everything I've done you could have done on the first day. It depends on your RNG and how quick you are to react to it, how well you know your surroundings, all that fun stuff. But I'm just going to kind of show you guys as an added bonus. And what's nice too about this area that we like to go to, usually if the cannibals are over here bothering you, it takes them at least a little second to catch up with you going over this way. But this is a completely safe transition, and you're guaranteed to find a rope along the way if you just pay attention. But on top of that, you can get fish here, you can get turtles, you can get lizards, deer. Highly unlikely, but I have gotten raccoon here before too. Hey, that fire finally blew out. Nice. That was like the champ of champions when it came to fires. That thing would not stop. It wouldn't die out. Okay, this is actually where we pick up an extra rope. You can carry 4 ropes. As far as the meat I was saying earlier, you can carry 4 big meat, 4 small meat from birds, 3 rabbits, 3 lizards, and that's our rope. And we'll just keep plugging on. Now guys, something that you need to know too, pretty much all these things that I'm showing you to pick up, not the wildlife, but the ropes, you know, various things like that, you know, the cannibal totems that they make, the effigies. They're actually called effigies, but they look like weird little totems. Anyway, all that stuff will respawn if you save and exit the game, but I don't like worrying about that. It doesn't feel natural that way if you're just kind of, you know, almost cheating it up. And I say almost because it's not like you're expected to just win this game all in one shot. You know, you're not expected to just keep playing and playing and playing without saving, otherwise they probably wouldn't have a save option. It'd be like Call of Duty Zombies. Now guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably easier for you to pick up animals than it is for me as well. Again, because of the color blindness thing, it does make it a lot harder to notice, you know, like green lizards and, you know, grass and stuff like that. Once in a while a lizard can be on a tree. That's not very common though. Not in my experience anyway. Maybe I'm just not noticing them. There we go, turtle. You can only carry 1 turtle shell at a time. So that's what we want to do. Always have the 1 turtle shell, that way you can build a water collector anywhere you are, or you can use it as a shield. As you can see, the block rate. Oh, you know what? I think it doesn't show you the block rate anymore, I guess. Let's check the meat. Okay, those ones are fresh. We'll separate them from the rest, that way we know. Those dry out, you can eat them first, because they're edibles, you know. They're not quite as effective as fresh, but that's whatever. This way you can kind of get rid of them and just have fresh all the time. Now what I like to do is kind of camp out like this. Cannibals can't reach your stuff from there. And also sometimes you can find a fish here. It's a new animal discovered. It's probably a new type of fish because we're in the water here. It's possible that it could have been a squirrel or something. Okay, there's a fish. Beautiful. Oh, that's not nice. I can't see that way. Okay, I think that's the fish over there. You may have to just hit this with the bow and arrow. Oh man, I can barely see. Now you probably should pull the arrow out first, because as you can see it takes your arrow, but I still got the fish. And then of course you could always come back here if you want, and before the condition of the fish degrades or whatever. Come on, there we go. You can stick it on the line and let it, you know, do its thing. Oh, dang, a deer. That is gorgeous. Takes 3 arrows to kill a deer. That's 1, 2. Third one's somewhere in it, but I can't reach it, so whatever. Doesn't matter. So yeah, we got some meat right there. It's actually fresh too. Okay, some of it's fresh, some of it's edible? What? That's the thing too, a deer actually does take up all of your slots in your inventory for big game meat. So whatever, we'll just go ahead and throw it up here. There we go. This is already a very successful hunt. Unbelievable. Oh no, that's the deer head. Okay, I thought it was a rabbit. That's my bad. Take that arrow back. I was looking at that like, no way, there's a rabbit right here? That like never happens. That's what I was thinking to myself, and then I'm like, nope, I screwed up. Either way, easy time. Go ahead and pick up your rocks, whatever you're missing. Now, if you follow along this path here, you'll come into a bunch of aloe vera. And if we follow this way, we'll eventually find maybe some marigold, definitely some bushes with berries. Yep, definitely a bunch of chicory. Just like that, it's easy to keep it going. That's a rabbit. Although I can't currently see him, so... Yeah, he's gone. I can't see him, so... I barely noticed him just a little too late, but... It's kind of how it goes sometimes, right? You just kind of make your way around, and you can find deer, lizards, rabbits here, no problem. Sometimes they're easier than others, but... Typically deer like to be more along back there, whereas lizards can be anywhere out here, so can rabbits. And of course there's blueberries. Yay. I should be eating more of them, but I'm about to cut the video, so it doesn't really matter. Now this here is a very typical area for lizards, and down there, of course, you know, around the rocks sometimes. Now my best catch ever was right here. I caught 3 lizards right in here. And lizards are the unique ones because sometimes when you scare them, they'll run off a little bit and then they'll start running in circles. That's really quite funny. Oh, that's a rabbit. Gotcha. Now the reason why you need rabbits right off the bat is a very simple thing. Rabbit fur, you take a look here, it needs 2 of them to make a pouch, but you can also get 3 more later and a rope to make a quiver, which will take your arrow capacity from 30 to 50. So. And also something I found out too is that if you're not careful, it's really easy to scare the lizards because some of them glitch out and only the head is above the ground until it starts running, and then the whole body just appears. But that doesn't happen very often in my experience. And another thing too, sometimes you can find lizards and rabbits over here, but also lizards across this coast over there. So it just depends on how lucky you get. But yeah, that's basically how day 2 hunting works. You can get basically everything you need right off the bat. What is that? would just like to get a lizard to show you, so you guys can see, but either way, it's not a big deal. Because whether they spawn right now or not, they definitely will eventually. Oh crap, that's a rabbit. I didn't realize that at first. What the heck? I saw him here and then I didn't see where he went. Sometimes they get weird too and they can run inside rocks and whatnot, so they have advantages that you don't. It happens. It's not a big deal. They're unlimited, so you don't have to worry about it if you don't get it right now. You can get it later or whatever. Oh yeah, I wasn't looking for the aloe vera, I was just looking for lizard. And one of the reasons why is that lizard skin is actually the weakest armor in the game, but it's still armor. And if you have armor on you, not just in your inventory, but actually on your person wearing it, then the cannibals can't damage your health until they deplete that first. Now, armor does not regenerate. Any damage done to armor is permanent. Oh crap. Accidentally scared it. It's hard to shoot and run at the same time in this game. I think that was 2 rabbits. Get him? Yeah, we did. Now, something to note too, with the berry bag, which we'll make right here, grab those 2, boom, berry pouch. You have to equip it in order to pick up things, but you can pick up all types of mushrooms and all types of berries. So, for instance, these are poisonous, but you can still pick them up. And then later, you know, you're supposed to be able to do things with them, you know, like right here you can see you can make poisoned arrows and a poisoned weapon. Stuff like that. Extremely useful. Anyway, I think that's going to call it, guys. That is basically everything you need to know about day 1 and day 2. So, remember to go ahead and like and subscribe, comment if you feel like it, and we'll see you next time when we start doing our day 200 challenge. 1 life, day 200. So, that was the ultimate surf and turf survival guide to start you off the right way in any difficulty, but done in hard survival. Thanks for hanging, guys, and we'll see you next time. God bless.